Hi friends, welcome back to this happy glamper. This is video number 2, and on today's video we are taking broken mini blinds and turning them into working Roman shades. I don't know if I covered really well in the video what you're going to need. You're going to need mini blinds, you're going to need fabric, you're going to need fabric glue, you're going to need E6000 glue for gluing slats together. You're going to need, well, I used tape, and I used fusible webbing seam tape, hem tape, so I didn't have to sew. You're going to need fabric glue for that. You're going to need scissors. You're going to need a tape measure. I don't really use a tape measure because I'm rude like that. But anyways, I had a lot of not fun filming this video, being my second one. Everything that could go wrong did go wrong. The camera ran out of battery and I couldn't find the pause button on my camera. And cords got all twisted up, and then we couldn't find an editor to edit the video, and yeah, it was just kind of a nightmare. And I literally needed a nap when we were done because I was over it like a 3-year-old. Anyways, let's grab our coffee and get caffeinated and let's watch the video. I've taken them off the valance thingy, and over here, my beautiful handyman Dan is my cameraman today. Over here are the broken up mini blinds. But first, let's show you what you're gonna need. So you're gonna need some glue, and you're gonna need some fabric glue, and some tape maybe, and a tape measure, which I don't use very often, and that's why I had to buy the next thing twice is fabric. I bought a curtain panel. And on that note, please by all means use a thicker drapery panel. I used a very thin microfiber, and it's really hard to cut because it slides all over the floor, and I don't have a big cutting table, and blah, 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 blah. And when you're using the fabric glue, it bleeds through, and even when it's dry, you can still see it. So I suggest using thicker fabric. And also the folds don't fold that nice with the lighter stuff, but anywho, I still love it. You're gonna need a glue gun and some iron-on hem tape and a cloth to wipe down the mini blinds, because we all know how they attract dirt like crazy. And here's some of my dirt. Look at that, sharing. Okay, so let's get started. We're gonna come over here. Hi. We're gonna come over here. I've already cut, I've laid out my blinds. If you are doing your window and you don't already have the blinds, I suggest you measure the window, the length and the width, and then add 3 inches all the way around so you can hem it nicely. I didn't do that. I just laid my blind out that I already had because my trailer is an hour and a half north, and I didn't feel like driving all the way up there just to measure. So the first thing you want to do is lay out your blind and give it a wipe, because gross, Susan. Then you're going to cut off, can you see that, Dan? This little piece here. It looks like a ladder. So there's 2 cords. There's one big thick one that runs up the middle of your slats, and then there is this other one that kind of looks like a ladder. The ladder one is what makes the blind go like this. We don't need the ladder one. And also you don't need the stick for turning that to make it do that, so get rid of that guy. So here we are, we're cutting off the ladder. Really quick, just be careful, like I said, you don't cut that middle cord, because if you do, you're going to have to go buy yourself another set of mini blinds. And it's easy to do if you're not paying attention. like I almost did right there. And garbage. Throw that on the window. The next thing you want to do is you want to figure out, some people measure, I've heard 6 inches in between, 5 inches in between. Again, me and the tape measure, not good bedfellows. So I didn't measure. So I just decided that I would like 5 slats. So what you're going to do is you're going to count yourself out 5 of these slats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which I've already done. And keep those on, keep those on your string. The rest of them, actually, as a side note for that, because these are so flimsy, that's not going to help you do the whole uppy and downy. So what I did was I took 5 for each slat, and the first ones I did, I glued them together, glued all 5 together. I just put them all on top of each other like that, and I glued them all together with the E6000, and then I just used these little paper clippy thingies. You can use whatever you want. You can use clothes pegs, whatever. I just used those and held it together. This time, what I've done is I've used this really heavy duty see-through tape, and I've just taped the edges, because later on you're going to learn that you've got to put hot glue across here, and I didn't want it to melt the tape, and I didn't feel like waiting for that glue to dry. So back to this. So because I have all my slats, I've got 5 slats, and then I've got another 5 taped together to keep it nice and stiff. You're just going to cut that little hole to release the slat. And again, be careful you don't cut that string, because you don't want to have to run back. All right, we're free. And we're going to put these right where these belong. Probably in the recycle bin, but I don't have one up here. So it's going right into the garbage. Bye-bye. I left this so you can see. So I laid out my fabric and I cut it, and smart people measure it and do precise cuts and all that kind of stuff. But you're with me today, and I just cut it. So then we need to hem it just to keep it neat looking. So like I said, no sew project. Weird, right? Me, no sew. So we have our hem tape, and you put the rough side down and you just put it in. I pre-creased my material so that I could kind of keep it nice. Just put it down, fold it over, and iron it. Now see, like I was saying earlier, that I've used this tape instead of the fabric glue, because you can use fabric glue here, but you see how it doesn't bleed through on this really thin material. So that's why I did that. All right. Hello, hair change. There you go. Okay, so we've got that done. See, and it holds nicely. So we've got that done. Now we're going to lay this out on the floor and move dog dishes out of the way. So some people might want to do the top of it. I didn't feel like it because I'm lazy. Probably going to hear that a lot. Lay it out nice and flat. So then we're going to take our blinds that have our pre-done slats. We've laid the blinds fully extended, very important, onto the back side of the fabric that we've hemmed and cut, making sure your face is down. This is the back of the blind, making sure that your face part is down with your cords, because we are now going to hot glue the fabric to the blind mechanism. Make sure you do not cover where your pulleys are, your string. There's a hole that comes out, you'll see.
You're smelly pirate hooker.
And that is my cell phone. Somebody is texting, I suspect my son, telling me he's home from school. All right, so we have that part done. Now, we take these, I did clean those, but I hate mini blinds for, I guess that's rust because these are metal, but the dirt they collect. Now you guys are probably better than me, and we'll measure. I'm not measuring, I'm eyeballing, because that's how I roll. Like that. And this tape is not working very well, as you can see. So I have to retape that a little bit. Because I went from 4 slats to 5 slats to 4 slats. And that's how I'm going to do it now. Fine. It'll be 4. Alright, so let me stand up and have a look. Oh, see, more sweating onto my fabric. Yep, that looks pretty good to me. I'm pretty happy with that. Hi! I'm sweating because I'm working hard. I'm usually sloth mode, so this is something for me. So I'm going to put a bead of glue here and quickly stick that down. Making sure your fabric is straight, making sure not to glue the cord. And quickly glue it down. And I'm going to put some across here, keep it in the middle. And quickly glue it down. Not at all straight. Oh well, embrace the sucks. I'll be sweating. Glistening. Glistening. All right, now we're going to come around and start gluing this way. Okay, so we've come to the top, and we don't want this like pucker, so we're just gonna get a cut like that. And just put a little bit of glue up here. Hold it. Well, guys, that was it. That was my first attempt at a video. I promise as we go, I'll get much better at it. As you can see, it sort of abruptly ended. That's where my camera ran out of battery. And I just want to show you, and I was almost done anyway. I was just finishing gluing the last little bit. I know you're thinking hot glue, it's not going to hold up. I want to show you, this is the end result. This is the one you watched me do. Honestly, it holds really, really well. And there's the back of it. And it looks fine, and it works, and it stays, and I hope you're happy with the video. Thanks for watching. Please share this video, give it a thumbs up, and like and subscribe. Have a great day, and remember, if you can't find an inspiration, be one.